This is my grandpa. His name is Greg Smith, and today he's going to talk to me a little bit about being a business owner during this pandemic.
Well, my business was started in 1948 by my father, and we've been a plumbing service business. We service your house, commercial buildings, hotels, hospitals, stuff like that. We do service work, and the pandemic has slowed some of our work down a little bit, but we are an essential business, so we are still rocking along as best we can. Well, we have some large commercial accounts, hotels, and of course they're almost shut down, so that has slowed down that part of our business. Residential customers are not quite as apt to have you in their house as they used to be, but when they have an emergency, plumbing is always an essential deal, so we have to go. My men all wear masks and gloves and booties and all the protective gear when we go into someone's house. We maintain the social distancing and that sort of thing. And we did apply for the payroll protection program, and we were lucky that we did receive that, and it's going to help out a lot, so we can keep our guys on the payroll and keep them going, so they don't have to go look for a job someplace else.
There are a lot of struggles going on during this coronavirus pandemic, and you recently just got diagnosed with cancer. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how you've been able to handle it throughout this pandemic?
Well, I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer, which is one of the few good cancers you can have because it is treatable. And I caught it very early, so I'm confident that we'll be able to defeat it and move on with the rest of my life. I have to go through 45 radiation treatments, 5 days a week for 9 weeks. I'm on, tomorrow will be I only have 16 left after tomorrow, or 15 after tomorrow. So we're getting down to the end of it, and I don't really feel like I have cancer until somebody reminds me of it and says, hey, you have cancer. And during the pandemic, there's a group of old guys, we go to the radiation treatment, and it's the same old guys there every morning about 7 o'clock, and everybody has to wear a mask now, and they've put the chairs in the waiting room further apart, so we have social distancing, and so that's been a little bit different, and I have to wear a mask when I go for the treatment also. So this is a little bit different, but everything seems to be going well, and I'm confident that I will come out of this thing in good condition. As a business owner having prostate cancer, and I'm usually there in the mornings first thing to get the guys out and go places, but most of my employees have been with me for over 30 years, so they all know what they need to do and what they're supposed to do, and they're very diligent about that. And my treatment is about 7:15 in the morning, so I'm not at my office very first thing, so I do get in there a little bit later, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And most of my guys are already out on their calls and doing things, but they know what they should do, and they're very responsible, and they're a really good group of guys that have been with my company for a long time. So the treatments have not affected that portion of the business too much.
All right, well, it seems like you've got everything figured out and confident that you're ready to beat cancer and get through this virus successfully with your business. Thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you for taking the time to interview an old guy like me, because who likes to talk to grandpas, you know what I mean?